Yo, what's going on, guys? Wap here, bringing you a new series that we are going to try to do weekly. This is a From Scratch series, From Scratch to Raid. Now, this is obviously not going to be, this is like a simple one-off, one-episode series that we're going to be doing every week with Ninja and Dabe, where basically we start with nothing, and we do different methods until we can get to the point where we can start a raid, do it completely, and pretty much just finish it off, which is interesting. Now, quick shout outs to Ninja and Dave. Both of their links will be in the description. Make sure to check them out. They are great partners for this, and they make incredible content. So, yeah, just quick little shout out for them. Now, in the future, we do plan on doing different variations of this. You know, examples being potentially a wilderness only episode, maybe a skilling episode, no Zulrah, no skilling. And if you guys would like to leave comments of different variations of this that you would like to see in the future, make sure to let me know, and let me know kind of feedback as to how you would like me to structure this. Would you rather see more live commentary, sort of like just kind of showing whenever something happens, kind of show you the live commentary of what I'm going to be doing, or would you rather see kind of like this where it's post commentary sped up? Obviously, for the first one, I did want to speed it up and just show the entirety of it so that you guys knew that we didn't cheat. Obviously, if you think that we are cheating, then you don't really know us as people very well, because we do not cheat on the series. There's no reason to. We do this specifically for our own enjoyment. But yeah, as you can see, we started off with Artie Cloak, Karamja gloves, and a silver sickle, which costs about 60 GP. So if we wanted to be legit, we could have just picked up an ash at the Grand Exchange and sold it, and then bought the silver sickle. So yeah, we decided to do that until Mortmire Fungus, as you saw. They pulled all their money together and sent me to Zulrah, which we found out that really the gear that I bought was actually a little expensive and we didn't really need. So in the future, we do plan on doing this a couple times, kind of like this, just to try to get the fastest time. In the future, we'll probably send the first person just straight to Zulrah, after 100k worth of stuff, and just go straight there with Zarishian armor, and then just slowly upgrade after every kill. As you can see, I am banking at the Grand Exchange every single kill and just selling my stuff so that I don't kind of lose track of it in my bank. And I might have a few drops that were just kind of left over in my bank that I wouldn't notice, and it'd be kind of annoying. So I did that after every kill, and if I was doing that and upgraded my gear, it'd probably be a little bit faster. So in the future, we're probably going to be doing that. That would probably help. We could probably cut off a couple, maybe 30 to 40 minutes like that. We actually do think that we could potentially get a sub 2 hour time, which is kind of our goal. We would like to get a sub 2 hour time and then maybe start looking into the different variations. But this is kind of the one that we decided to go with right now. This is pretty much the most efficient route. If you guys have suggestions, hey, maybe this would be more efficient at the very beginning, let me know. But this is kind of the best route that we could possibly think of as of right now. Now, drops. I actually got pretty good drops overall. No uniques. If we got a unique, that would probably result in a sub 2 hour one, something like that. We don't know, but we could probably get this really, really fast if we happen to get a unique, because the gear that we ended up using was around 2 mil. Mine was actually a little bit cheaper. We kind of just experimented with 2 different gear setups. We tried Varix, and then we also tried just full mage with an occult necklace and stuff, but we're not really sure which one works better. Varix was hitting really hard on the hand, and Mage was hitting really hard on the Mage hand, so we didn't really know which one to go with. But yeah, overall the kill times weren't too bad. As you can see here, I got a few past 3-minute kills, but most of them were actually in the ballpark of 2.5 minutes or something, which is actually not too bad for this gear. I was surprised. I kind of figured that I would get to the really horrible phase like I did right there multiple times, but I only had a couple post 3-minute kills and a couple actually sub 2-minute kills, which is pretty nice. Especially once I started getting I bought my occult necklace. I would have bought it sooner, but we didn't really know that we were gonna actually send somebody there with an occult necklace, as I get my second spirit seed right there. We didn't know that we were gonna send somebody there with an occult necklace. Again, this is just our test run, so we didn't really want to get too into anything. Now, after a while, as you guys did see, I probably at some point in this clip traded Ninja some GP. With that, we decided to send Ninja to Zulrah until we had enough money to send Dave to Zulrah. And the reasoning behind that is that all of the gear that you use for Zulrah is also used at raids. You need to bring a crossbow, because we definitely won't be able to afford a blowpipe if we were trying to speed run this. And we also all need, Mystic and a trident. And we'll probably also buy an occult necklace next time, because it actually does help a lot I noticed that I was out DPSing them a huge amount on the mage hand, so we're probably just going to do that. But, yeah, since this was our first try, we made quite a few mistakes, and I feel like we definitely could improve on this time. It's definitely something that we would like to do, at least this sort of method, or at least this, like, just tiny variation on this method, for the next couple times and try to get a better time, just for our own sake, because this is actually really fun. And once we do that, then we'll start looking into variations, which, again, leave in the description, or the comments. Leave, just, we're going to keep all of your suggestions in mind, and this is going to be a series kind of based around you. Even if you guys want to do stuff that, like, seriously trolls us and it takes us 5 hours instead of, 3 hours, it would be really fun, and interesting and hilarious. So, yeah. Again, also let me know how you would like me to structure this. This video, obviously being fully post-commentary, I wanted to show the entirety of it just so that you guys know we weren't cheating. If you guys would like me to do live commentary of everything that we were doing, let me know. We're probably going to be streaming this next week, potentially next Monday, and just seeing, so you guys can see the entire VOD will be left up on all of our channels, and then you guys can also see kind of a condensed version later on, which would probably be closer to like 5 minutes. But if you guys would like to see live commentary, let me know. If you guys would like to see post commentary, let me know. As you know, I'm pretty bad at post commentary. It's not really a thing that I'm used to. But, yeah. So at around the 2-hour mark, we actually started prepping for the raids. Now, I bought a Dragon Skim and decided to be kind of the mage-based, person, as I had the Occult Necklace already because I was the first one to go to Zulrah. And they saved up for Varix. Now, we didn't really know which one was better. Even after doing the raid, we didn't know which one was exactly better. I think next time we're going to go ahead and try my setup, which is the Occult Necklace, Dragon Skim. Probably bring a DDS for the hand as well because it was definitely worth doing. But yeah, we're not really too sure. We both kind of did the same thing. I actually bought a Seer's Ring because I had enough money. And we brought like not Dragon Bolts, Ruby Bolts, stuff like that. As you can see, here's our amazing setups. We look like just absolute ballers. Can't even hate. So I scouted for a first floor, and it ended up being a complete bust because we got Vasa and Tecton the second floor. I'm clearly the best scout NA. But, yeah, unfortunately, we did have to skip the first one. Now, the second one actually was one of the best rotations I think I've ever seen in a raid. We started off with... Hang on, wait for it to catch up. Alright, we started out with Mutadiles first, so we had to get an axe from these guys. We didn't know how hard Mutadile would actually be. It ended up being pretty damn easy. We just cut the tree. It didn't take too long because Iron Axes still worked just as well. And, yeah, we just killed it. Shamans were easy as well. Pretty much the same thing as if we had, our Void gear. Is actually pretty smooth, and we got some free overloads. We got our seeds, and immediately we're able to just do our prep. So overall, the overloads probably would have saved us time because our gear is shit, so overloads help. And yeah, this is pretty much the best layout we could possibly have asked for, which was really great. Luckily, we didn't get trolled with anything on the second floor, Conduit being OP and just letting us see the second floor. Now we just decided to make tons of prep and tons of supplies so that whoever had the lowest points, which ended up being Ninja, could suicide in a full inventory of brews. Now, we in the future might end up getting good enough where we don't have to do that, but for this raid we definitely felt that we needed to. And then our skilling room was of course crowds, as you can see, and we're freaking horrible at it, but yeah, we decided to suicide a full inventory of food in because it's overall just, I don't know, with this gear we were getting smacked, and we ended up actually needing it, spoiler alert, so suiciding in that inventory was actually pretty good. And then we just got a mining room at the end, and it was actually a pretty fast raid, 27 minutes to actually get to Ulm, and the Ulm fight was surprisingly smooth. Varix hit really well on the hand. I was hitting pretty well on the mage hand with my gear just because of the Occult Necklace and the Seer's Ring. And honestly, a DDS would be nice. My D-Skim was hitting alright. I can't really tell. I think they were probably hitting better than me, but my gear was so much cheaper that it might be worth, just doing that in the future. And a DDS is definitely an investment that we're going to work on because, we didn't have a spec weapon whatsoever for this, so it's kind of pointless. But yeah, we did end up using the gear the supplies that Ninja suicided in, mostly from our own mistakes though. So we probably in the future would be able to not suicide an inventory in, but yeah, we did the whole fight, and it was actually pretty smooth. Not even bad.
This raid's gonna be sub 1 hour though, right?
I think so.
That's actually impressive, dude.
It's not even bad.
This would have been like a 25-minute raid though with real gear.
Yeah.
Oh, and time.
3 hours.
45 minute. That's not even
That's
bad.
like a good
dude.
time, man.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy with that. Holy shit.
3 hours, 4 minutes, 31 seconds. Is what I got.
And we just doubled the bank from the loot.
Yeah.
58k points. I'll take it. Would have been cool if we got a drop there for the first episode, but I'll definitely take that for sure.
Yeah. 304. That's not bad. That is it. We have finished a raid completely from scratch. 3 hours, 4 minutes, which is actually a pretty good time. Lots of mistakes were made and lots of inefficiencies were made, but it's pretty good. Pretty cool. I got like a nice little filter here. So that's gonna be the end of the pilot episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Apologies for that. It was kind of long, kind of drawn out. I wanted to show the entirety of the first one just so that you guys kind of know the way that we're gonna be doing it, and just so that you know that it was legit and everything like that. In the future, I'll probably try to condense these down into more like 5 to 6 minute episodes, just so that you guys don't get bored. I was getting bored commentating. Trying to find a way to commentate for 10 minutes in a row is really difficult. I don't know how people do that. It was pretty painful. But, yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Leave some feedback in the comments below. I would absolutely love some feedback. Kind of like to know what you guys think, what you'd like changed, what you'd like to stay the same. And if you would kind of like to, see some different variations, make sure to let us know. And we'll try to do that for you guys. So, yeah, hope you guys do enjoy. And, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Make sure to check out Ninja and Dave's channels in the description. They're there. They're great people, great content creators. Bye.